What's up, YouTubers? Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. And that groove is the groove you're going to be learning today. But this lesson is so much bigger than that groove. I mean, that groove is 24 random notes if you just listen to it all at once. But the way we're going to learn it will literally change the way you see grooves and drumming, hopefully forever. That's a big promise. Maybe it won't change how you see drumming forever, but I hope that at some point during this lesson you'll have a little bit of an epiphany. Now, speaking of lessons, you might have noticed that the lesson I uploaded last week is gone. I loved that lesson. I loved everything about that lesson, that video. I was like, man, this is the one, this is the jam, this is my quick lick. Except for in the beginning, I said, what's up, Instagram? It's Mike Johnston. And that one little thing, it would drive me crazy forever. Knowing that every single day someone is like, ooh, who's this Mike Johnston guy? And the first thing they see on YouTube, if they click on that, is what's up, Instagram? Like, oh, that one just, as a professional educator, that crushed my soul. And I had to go in there, and that was a ton of work. I mean, every YouTube lesson, if you guys make your own lessons, you know, or make videos, you know, each video is a ton of work. So to go in and be like, delete, and then YouTube's like, are you sure? Because this is permanent. You sure you want to delete this? And I was like, yes, because I'm an idiot. I deserve this punishment. So that's why that lesson is gone. It's because I said Instagram instead of YouTube. Biscuits, buttercups, and blueberry pies. But we move on and we move forward. So let's talk about this lesson. Let's talk about this groove. We're going to learn this in chunks. Like I said, it's 24 notes long. So it's one bar of 16th note triplets. And that's a lot to take in all at once. But if you start to break it into 6-note chunks, it's really not so bad. And then what you start to figure out as you're doing that is like, ooh, okay, I might not ever use this entire groove. That's fine. But I might use this little chunk of 6 notes and put it into my halftime shuffle or put it into my double paradiddle groove, whatever you decide to do with it. So even though you're kind of learning a groove, you're really learning a bunch of groove elements, and that's what I want you to get out of this lesson. All right, so let's head to the kit so I can break this thing down for you. You can learn it, you can practice it, and you can turn it into something uniquely you. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right, now like I said at the beginning of this video, learning a groove like this is all about bite-sized chunks. You don't grab a large pizza and just put it near your face and hope that all works out. You cut it into slices and it makes it a lot easier to eat. So let's just break this thing down into 6-note chunks, 1/4 note at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First 6 notes, not too bad. Kick, right, right, kick, right, right. Now, even though that's not too bad, you don't want to just hope for the best. Treat that as an extremely important groove element or vocabulary word that you really want to have access to whenever you want it. So practice that. I mean, if you put that kind of care into those 3 little notes, kick, right, right, then that's really going to show up in your groove. All right, so first 6 notes, kick, right, right, kick, right, right. Next 6 notes, left hand lead, double paradiddle. So double paradiddle is right, left, right, left, right, right. We're starting on the left side, left, right, left, right, left, left. So we have kick, right, right, kick, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, left. One more time, kick, right, right, kick, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, left. Keep that left hand ghosted besides the main backbeat. Now, our next 6 notes, this is the chunk of life right here. That sounds odd. Hat, right, left, kick, right, left. If you notice anything about my drumming, especially my Instagram-y stuff where I'm soloing, left foot is in almost everything I do and not as a timekeeper. And I definitely got that from influences like Jason McGurr and Steve Gadd. First time I heard Jason do it in Grapevine Fires, I was like, did that dude just drop a left foot into a halftime shuffle? Legend status. Steve Gadd, I mean, that's just kind of his thing, but it's such a great texture to add to your drumming. You know, we have our regular hi-hat hit, tip of the stick, top of the hat. Am I talking really fast today? There's a lot of tea going through my veins. Tip of the stick, top of the hat, side of the stick, side of the hat. That's another texture. We have open and sloshy, but we also have this. When I was growing up, that was just a timekeeper for me. I either played upbeats in 2 and 4 in jazz, upbeats in different styles, played downbeats, 8th notes, splash close, but I didn't think about putting into my groove until I got into Steve Gadd and other drummers later, but you can hear that in my solo drumming all the time. I digress. The third chunk of 6 notes, once again, is hat, right, left, kick, right, left. Keep that left hand ghosted. And then our fourth and final chunk, the last 6 notes, right hand lead, paradiddle diddle. So left hand will stay on the snare. Come down with the right for that backbeat. Right, left, left, left. Now, I fully understand how if you just watch this and you have no clue what's going on, you're like, what? Am I supposed to learn that? Yes and no. If you just learn it a chunk at a time, it's not too bad. So you spend some time today going until you feel comfortable with it and you're not saying to yourself, kick right, right, kick right, right, kick right, right. Then you work on your double paradiddle groove. That thing is just timeless. It always sounds good. Then you work on your next chunk of notes. Hat right, left, kick right, left. Hat right, left, kick right, left. And you get really comfortable with this so that you don't have to think about it. After that, you work on that right hand lead paradiddle diddle at the end. And then boom, you've got all the groove elements to play this thing. So let's give this thing a shot. We'll do it nice and slow, 50 beats per minute. That's our trial tempo. Once we get it down there, we'll bump it up to the goal tempo of 80. The link for my metronome is in the description below. All right, now before we get to our goal tempo, let's talk about primary notes and secondary notes, supportive notes. So this thing has really king, cat, 5 primary notes. Out of 24, 19 supportive notes, 5 primary notes. And what I mean by that is, if you're wondering, like, do I have this down? Does this groove? Is it feeling good? Only play the primary notes of the groove. And those are the notes that the audience would interpret and be able to play on their chest, right? So, when I say on their chest, I mean tapping, but I've got a mic here, so I'm not gonna do that. But what would the general public feel? You think they're gonna feel the left foot hat? No. Do you think they're gonna feel like, ooh, that was a good paradiddle diddle there? Like, that's not happening. They're just feeling kick and snare, right? So kick and accented snare. So if you wanna know if you're doing this right or not, start with those primary notes. Those are the primary notes of this groove. And then try to make sure that it feels like this. Did my voice just crack a little bit? Make sure it feels like this when you bring in the rest of the notes. I'm gonna leave my vocal mic on, sorry. But I wanna be able to talk to you while I'm doing this. Then take these out. By the way, one of my lights just went out of battery, so if it got darker, I do apologize. Then bring the notes back in. All right, that process is extremely important. And I can tell when people don't do that because they play all of the notes as if they have equal value, and this thing does not sound good. And they jump on Instagram and they're like, nailed it. I'm like, well, you played the notes in the right order, but you didn't nail the groove. So make sure that when you're going through this, yes, the first thing you have to do is learn the notes in the proper order and get it down so that it's memorized and you're not thinking about kicks and rights and lefts. But eventually you have to make it groove. And that is a much longer process than just learning the groove in the first place. Hope that makes sense. All right, let's try it at our goal tempo, 80 BPM. double-edged stuff for the kids. All right, now I hope you got something out of this, and what I hope you got out of this is not necessarily the groove. It's a new way to think of things. When you hear somebody play a specific groove, instead of thinking, ooh, let me rip that off as fast as possible, try to think, I wonder what groove elements made that groove possible in the first place. Study those elements, learn those elements, and that way you have your own stuff that you can be truly proud of. Hey, YouTubers, so I hope you enjoyed this stuff, and if you did and you want more of it, there is a link in the description for my Triplet Grooves course. Teach you a bunch more stuff just like this, and that way you can keep building that vocabulary. But until next time, go practice.